Trust forms the bedrock of all relationships, be it with friends, romantic partners, or family members. Welcome back to Stoics Every Day. Today, we're delving into 10 telltale signs outlined by Stoic philosophy that warrant careful consideration when assessing trust. It's crucial to keenly observe people's behaviors and expressions to unearth their authentic selves. Before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay abreast of all our latest videos. And remember, always strive to be the best version of yourself. Let's discuss some qualities and behaviors that should raise concerns. Marcus Aurelius believed in showing respect to those who possess wisdom, virtue, and self-discipline, while advising against showing respect to individuals who go against these values. Now, let's explore some warning signals. According to Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic thinker, respect should be reserved for individuals embodying wisdom, virtue, and self-discipline. Conversely, he cautioned against extending respect to those who act in opposition to these values. Dishonesty, arrogance, self-indulgence, malice, greed, cruelty, ignorance, cowardice, self-centeredness, and injustice are behaviors he deemed unworthy of respect. Dishonesty chips away at integrity and our obligation to the common good, while arrogance signals a dearth of humility and a reluctance to self-improve. Self-indulgence prioritizes fleeting pleasures over enduring values, and malice inflicts harm on both victim and perpetrator alike. Greed blinds individuals to others' needs and perpetuates inequality, whereas cruelty perpetuates cycles of violence and suffering. Ignorance stifles personal growth and perpetuates misinformation, while cowardice results in passivity and an abandonment of principles. Moreover, self-centeredness runs counter to justice, moderation, and wisdom, while injustice tramples upon the rights and dignity of others, fomenting resentment and moral decay. Marcus Aurelius advised against granting respect to those who prioritize their self-interests, seeing it as indicative of a lack of virtue and compassion. Instead, he urged admiration for those embodying humility, empathy, and a commitment to truth. By esteeming individuals exemplifying these virtues, we contribute to fostering a more enlightened and harmonious society, where mutual respect and understanding flourish. In essence, Marcus Aurelius teaches us that by honoring individuals valuing honesty, humility, moderation, empathy, generosity, courage, knowledge, and justice, we align ourselves with Stoic principles and cultivate a society grounded in virtue and harmony. Wisdom entails discerning and acting on what's within our control, while courage empowers us to confront life's challenges with resilience and integrity. Justice ensures equitable treatment for all, and moderation enables us to strike a balance in our actions and desires. Compassion entails demonstrating kindness and empathy, while seeking transcendence guides us towards finding higher purpose and meaning in life. Through esteeming these virtues and those embodying them, we foster a more meaningful and purposeful existence for ourselves while contributing to the creation of a fairer and more compassionate world. By respecting these virtues and those who embody them, we create a more meaningful and purposeful life for ourselves and contribute to a fair and compassionate world. Now, let's progress to the initial category. 1. The narcissists. When encountering individuals with narcissistic traits, the Stoics advise us to not allow their actions to disturb our inner peace. Ignoring their self-absorbed behaviors helps protect our mental calmness in the midst of their egotism. Think about this. If someone frequently talks about themselves and rarely considers others, they are not very trustworthy. Their main focus is on themselves, always putting their own needs above everything else. Putting trust in a narcissistic person is risky, They prioritize their self-importance above all else, often disregarding the feelings of others. This relentless craving for self-approval can drive them to extreme lengths to maintain their desired image. They easily shift blame onto others for their own faults. Therefore, be cautious with those who excessively self-promote and force their beliefs without listening. 2. The gossipers. Stoicism provides us with strategies on dealing with gossip and negative comments, emphasizing the significance of not placing too much value on what others think of us. If an individual is quick to divulge secrets or gossip about other people, there is a high probability that they will do the same to you, speaking ill of you behind your back. Relying on a gossip is a mistake, as their desire to share information is fueled by enjoyment, rather than caution. 3. The irritants. When faced with troublesome or cunning individuals, Stoicism promotes introspection over emotional responses. Take a moment to analyze how your perspectives and emotions influence the circumstances. While it's natural to feel frustrated in difficult situations, it becomes concerning when a particular individual constantly annoys you. If someone continuously triggers irritation, they probably do it through covert actions, planting seeds of uncertainty in subtle, barely noticeable ways. Be cautious of these subtle manipulations. If someone persistently bothers you, it's likely because they are subtly prodding you with their words and actions. 4. The indecisive. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on the things we have power over, our choices and behaviors. It's hard to have faith in someone who always hesitates when making decisions. How can you depend on someone who can't even plan their own life? Their inconsistency stems from a lack of maturity and a shaky character. Putting your trust in an indecisive individual is like giving a child a dangerous and unpredictable weapon to handle. 5. The two-faced. When dealing with people who wear two masks, Stoicism suggests being careful. Rather than obsessing over what they do, we should concentrate on developing virtue in ourselves. Most of us have probably come across individuals who seem nice to us in person but gossip about us behind our backs. This kind of behavior also applies to others. Expect negative remarks from these deceitful individuals. When you spot this kind of conduct, it's wise to quickly distance yourself from the connection. Make sure not to miss the chance to take control of your emotions and grow stronger. 6. The overly curious. Stoicism stresses the importance of establishing boundaries in conversations and being careful about sharing information. Watch out for people who are excessively curious, as it can result in the exposure of confidential information. This curiosity may stem from feelings of jealousy. It's crucial to be careful about who you trust with your personal information, as it's difficult to guarantee that it won't be used to harm you in the future. While it's natural for others to inquire about your life during conversations, be wary of those who persistently pry, particularly on sensitive topics. These individuals require careful consideration and, if feasible, separation. 7. The universal friend. Stoicism is a great philosophy that teaches us about the limits of controlling how others see us. Instead of constantly trying to get everyone's approval, it focuses on the significance of staying true to ourselves. Sometimes we come across people who are always trying to please everyone and come off as extremely likable. While there's nothing necessarily bad about these qualities, it's crucial to not naively trust them. These individuals often prioritize being popular and being the center of attention. To them, you're just another face in the crowd, easily replaceable. It's wise to be wary of these outgoing, popularity-seeking types, as they have a tendency to switch alliances quickly. 8. The perpetual critics. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reflection. Rather than spending time critiquing others, Stoics prioritize self-development. People who frequently criticize others, often through gossip or rumors, probably have questionable character. Those who dedicate themselves to disparaging others are unlikely to be productive or responsible individuals. Beware of these critics, as their inclination to speak ill of others indicates a lack of virtue. 9. The problem magnets. Stoicism encourages us to take responsibility for our actions and feelings instead of placing the blame on fate or circumstances. Be wary of people who are always caught up in conflicts and dramas, constantly claiming to be unlucky. They view life as a series of punishments, a never-ending stream of challenges. Be cautious of these individuals because their inclination to attract problems is not simply a coincidence. It's not the universe plotting against them, but rather their own self-destructive behavior. They likely make bad choices, fail to learn from their mistakes, and struggle to control their emotions. Stay away from this type of person, as showing sympathy for their troubles can quickly pull you into their web of issues. 10. The pretenders. In scenarios where individuals feign interest during interactions, Stoicism advocates for being assertive and, if needed, creating a distance from unproductive dialogues. We have all come across people who, when you express a thought or talk, reply with a mere yes or I get it. This behavior is not only frustrating but can also be seen as disrespectful. A meaningful conversation necessitates genuine focus at the very least. If you observe that someone is not genuinely attentive, or even worse, they are absorbed in their device or simply pretending to care, it is advisable to halt the discussion. Engaging with someone who is not authentically involved is a pointless pursuit. In such instances, do not hesitate to rise and depart. There is no obligation to invest time with an individual uninterested in your opinions. In conclusion, the examination of these diverse individuals offers priceless insights for nurturing genuine and significant connections. Through the incorporation of Stoic principles, we acquire the ability to maintain our inner calm, develop excellence, embody genuineness, and demonstrate restraint when faced with difficulties. I appreciate your focus, and I hope you discover wisdom and contentment in your individual path. Remember, always strive to be the optimal representation of yourself.